Hello there, dear Spellweaver community, and welcome back to the Spellweaver campaign, The Holy Child. And before we begin today, I have to announce 2 or 3 things concerning this playthrough. First things first, I played one game from this campaign without you guys, and I actually won, so I proceeded in the game further. But no problem. I just wanted to see if I can win with the deck, so I don't lose 10 times in a row, just like I did against, like, you know, before against the fucking Banshee bullshit. So I did that, but don't worry, I'm gonna play that again. It's no problem at all. The only thing is that I triggered an event, and that's basically everything you need to know as of now. And also, I forgot one side mission. I just like completely didn't realize that it was there, but we're definitely gonna do that. Like we have 2 side missions that we're gonna do, and then we're gonna proceed with the main mission of the game. Or at the we make one main mission quest, and then we make like the 2 side quests. So right here we have the wave and the hair. That's artwork, by the way, was shared by the Spellweaver main account on Twitter. They published the artwork and they were like, you know, let us know what you think this card's effect is gonna be. And I thought, like, it might be like changing or like lane interaction, you know, like that the enemy has to swap everything that he has on the attack lane, and he has to put everything on the support lane. But there is already like a card for that is a nature asset. It seems like it's gonna be nature. There is already, I think, a card where the enemy is forced to put everything back onto support line, or I think it was the enemy. I completely forgot how it's called because no one plays that card. But I was like, yeah, it looks a little bit like that, judging from the artwork. By the way, that's probably Gibo and Ronnie, I guess, or Ronnie and Gibo, depends. Even though it looks more like Gibo, actually. And, yeah, but I thought, you know, that is already a card. There haven't been any cards that have, like, lane interaction going on, but, we'll see. The road leads you to a small lake on the edge of the Everlast Forest. You decide it's a good time for the horses to rest and tell your men to settle a camp. While resting, seated on a rock, you hear a voice from nearby. It's like someone is trying to pronounce magic words and cast a spell. You walk in the direction of the sound and you see a peculiar looking creature behind a big bush. Apparently it is some kind of alright, resembling a hare. As an alright resembling a hare? That doesn't really sound too concerning. But three times... Okay, never mind. But 3 times the size and with 2 pairs of ears. Isn't that normal for a hare to have 2 ears? 2 pairs of ears, or 4. It wears a short cloak, apparently human-made, upon a fluffy yellowish fur. He has a belt with different scroll holders and potions attached to it. Unaware of your presence, the alright is reading a spell from an ancient runestone. Euraza Taida Attack. Oh no, it's not like that. Eoranta Kaida Akak. You've never seen a talking alright before. What would you do? So apparently, like, alrights are bigger than they are supposed to be, because there is like the... not the shifting alright. There's like this floating thing that's also an alright. I forgot how it's called, and it's like also like 10 times its size, so maybe that's normal for alrights. Try to catch the alright with your bare hands. So it's like almost as big as a 3 times its size for a hare, so it'd probably be like maybe up to my waist, I guess. Something like that. With your bare hands, silently take a bow and shoot the alright. Command the closest allies next to you to catch the hare. Lure the hare with some leftover food. I'm all for befriending that thing, actually. Maybe it's gonna join us. So let's play the good route here. Let's see. You take an oat jerky from your bag and head towards the hare, extending your hand, holding and showing the meat. I am a vegetarian, sir. What a disgrace, offering an intelligent, alright gross meat in such a manner. I didn't mean to insult you, Mr. Hare. I was just intrigued by your runestone and the spell you are trying to cast. The alright is a bit offended by your approach, but he's still willing to teach you a potent water spell. You practice in magic for an hour and you feel the energy flowing in your body. When you get back to your men and tell them the story about the talking hare, they laugh and no one believes you. You now possess a new spell, but your troops think you are starting to get mad and their morale drops. Why 1 mana crystal, that's good, and -2 cards. In fact, until you complete another mission. Now, well, ain't that a bitch. Tidal Wave. Move an enemy creature from the front line to the support line or vice versa. Vice versa seems to be a thing with the new cards, by the way. Draw a card. So yeah, it actually is like lane interaction. That's gonna bug the freaking hell out of me. Hold on just a second. I know that there is a card. Marketplace. I'm an idiot. I actually am. Let me see. It was a spell. It was nature. Yeah, move all creatures to the support line. There it is. Wasp Swarm. That's what it was, right. So that's the only thing that is lane interaction, which means... yeah, that's like move all creatures to the support line. I don't know if that also includes... It may include also your creatures. So, because if that would be a thing, if that would only be enemy creatures, first things first, they would mention that in the card, obviously. And that would mean that Tidal Wave is just a verse Wasp Swarm, but... I think Tidal Wave is pretty good then, because, you know, with Wasp Swarm, apparently, it moves all creatures, so not only the enemy ones, so it's actually pretty good. So, and I mentioned that we missed one side mission, and it's this one, the very first one, or one of the first ones, I guess. By the way, I also completed this. This is the only one that I completed with a star, because that's actually doable. Only use level 1 cards, because I just, like, threw out all... level 2 and 3 cards and just put in all level 1 cards, and it was pretty easy. That guy is a fucking piece of shit, by the way, with his 10 fucking, how are they called? Flash freezes, of course. But we'll see. I also had, like, a debuff, in fact. Or active event, as they call it right here. Which was that the enemy starts with 1 more mana crystal than usual. But yeah. So, the thing that we were missing, by the way, before we get to the goblin shit, I guess. Let's make the goblin shit first. Maybe we can get rid of this shit right here. I think, yeah, I already read that in the last one. So, from this one, we get 2 times Trigon of the Pact. So, let's see for the deck, by the way. Yeah, with this one, by the way, I managed to get... managed to win the next story-based fight, so I'm definitely gonna keep that deck in effect. And he starts out the Wild Bunch. By the way, let's see which hero this, or what he has, by the way. Everyone has a different spell, and that's obviously Zash. Alright. And he starts with Gibo, Exhausted, and a Goblin Looter. I'm gonna keep that. Let's see what hero this actually is. Yeah, that's Zash. Alright. We are unstoppable! We'll see about that, maggot. Yeah, fuck that. Oh, yeah, right, we start with 2 mana crystals, I forgot that. So we can play... Whatever. We can play this girl, and our turn. Put them all out there, man. Knock yourself out. So we get killed, but... Oh, we don't? If he gets to 0, we don't get any... Oh, we get 1. Okay, good. I takes it. I think I have the Wild Hunter in the deck. Yeah, I do. Wild Hunter, the Master Hunter, obviously. But I'm gonna do this, and this, and this. And then he can suck it. Yep, we won that. No matter what he blocks. Alright. Sweet! Home, Alabama, my friend. Sadly, we didn't get the challenge to complete this match with 10 or more health. And Trigon of the Pact, I think we already had 2. And now we have like the maximum that we can put in one deck. The active event is out, and we can see what this thing is. Alright, actually, let's make like we just made a side mission, so let's look at the story. The Kidnappers. After the great feats you accomplished, you are summoned before the Ivian Holy Amendment. You can feel that something very important is about to happen when you enter the majestic cathedral of Ivia. All the 12 priests of the Amendment await you. Sorry. Step forward, young man. We heard a lot about your deeds. Very impressive. Thank you, but that was simply what every other man would have done. Now, let's not wait time with this nonsense. You have shown your skills and intentions. The Holy Amendment believes we can trust you. But the question is, are you ready to take a more serious task? Something structured and, let's say, more direct in the fight against evil. A really serious task. I am at your service, your holiness. I am ready to tackle any task against the Dark Legions or their acolytes, and the High Priest interrupts you as if you never opened your mouth. 2 centuries ago, a holy man known as Inistar had an extraordinary vision in his dreams. He saw the birth of a child with a mark. The child was brought to the world in a family of Evian peasants, but was special beyond his provenance. What was the mark? Indeed, the child had angel wings. The first divine creature of order born in our realm. You mean Entriel? Maybe. You listen humbly and full of curiosity, though you have heard of this legend before. All eyes in the hell, are examining you, and you can feel the tension in the air. Inistar said his dream lasted for what felt like 40 years, and he was right next to the Holy Child all the time as a teacher and counselor. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to recollect any other details. Inistar wrote down in his journal that the child became an influential leader, unmatched spellweaver, and powerful warrior. This is about cruel tech. He became the first king of Evia, recognized by the divine order, obviously. Starting a new lineage of Evian kings that would bring prosperity and banish Armen from the face of Espira. You must understand that if the prophecy is true, the life of this child is of extreme importance. You start to feel the worry and the tension in the High Priest's voice. According to the writings, the Holy Child was supposed to be born somewhere around last week, and yet we don't know exactly where. We have all our knights and generals looking for any word of that infant, so far in vain. We need to put all capable and trusted men into investigating this. So the question is, Spellweaver, are you willing to help us? If this infant has angel wings, then it shouldn't be too hard to come by, actually. No need to ask, High Priest, I'll do my best. Don't try, find that child. Oh, High Priest, like the thing, the guy that you can play and that can block spells. I guess that's the one. The Holy Amendment sends you to search. That also explains why he doesn't fight. Why he can't attack, by the way. The Holy Amendment sends you to search for the Holy Child in a forest village near the Ivian borders. The village has no more than but you quickly find all inhabitants to be slain dead. There is that's like a main theme. We come by and everyone is dead already. There is a baby cradle in one of the houses. While you are checking with vanishing hope whether you can find any survivors, a young woman manages to move and silently whisper. My son, they took my child. Him, must be, save him, please. Her final breath comes unfinished with a plea to save her beloved son. Probably the one that we look for. It doesn't take a Magi Archon to understand that an infant was kidnapped. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. You quickly find the trail of the raiders and rush after them. After a couple of miles, you can see them on the horizon. They are also able to spot you and send a part of their troops to fend you away. 2 times Diogen, wandering pilgrim. Pilgrim. Alright. So, the one... I thought we are the child, actually, but apparently we are not. The child has been kidnapped, and we are to get it back. I guess that's a draw again. That's slightly better. We have this Dragon of the Pact right here, where we can gain... yeah, sure. Let's do that. Alright. So we have, like, one aspect for the Master Hunter and for the Sunblessed Priest. You've caught up to us, huh? Time to take you out. Take your out, then. Take your out? Sounds like a typo. Soul Prison. Okay. And what are the kidnappers, actually? They are... Nefaros. Alright. Is that a mill deck? I guess that was a mill deck, yeah. So maybe Deathbound incarnate. We'll see. Sunblessed Priest. Narcissism. Let the poison seep into your bones. If this guy has like... I don't remember. But if this shitty guy has a bunch of those... Just like the last guy with his fucking 80 flash freezes, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, apparently we are kind of fine at the moment. So we have 2 aspects, and we can play this guy. Not. Why not? Oh, I think that... Oh, okay. I thought it was like 2 aspects at once, but apparently that can be either nature or order. Like, it's combined as one. It's okay. What is that, by the way? Okay. That is also decaying, and that's useless. So let's play him. Buff this up again. Heavy infantry, why not? It's useless, but why not? And it's... damn it. I guess it's dead? Yeah, sadly, but get a little bit of life back. So why not? Yeah, sack this, why not? Doesn't matter. Just a chump blocker at this point. Doesn't play anything. That's a nice. That's a nice thing. Let's play him. This and this. And attack for beats. Heavy infantry. That a day would come that I would ever play this. Kinda ridiculous. So that guy had reach, so it could have dealt with this, but he has to noxious fumes it, you know? He just has to. He's just a silly one, that guy. I don't think we have any kind of removal, so we just have to hope that this shit doesn't get out of control too quickly. Actually, we can, like, dumb this down and then attack, I guess. We can't. But we can stupefy it. Technically. So that's anti-mill. So let's see what he milled, actually. I want to get this guy back. Definitely want this back. Why not? Sure. Okay. And play this. No. Actually, let's go like this. Make a little bit more damage. There we go. This is how we do it. Like, actually, I don't know when you would ever use this guy to get creatures back into the enemy deck. I don't really see the value in that, or when you would, why and would you ever do that? Like, I can see that. So he just needs like 1 more damage, then he can deal with that. Can't be blocked by this. Play this. Kill this before it tries anything stupid. And away you are. Yes, 3 aspects now. Defeating us here won't age your cause. The child is already gone. We'll see about that, mate. Okay, that's a hard decision. It's not at all, actually. We only need like 1 more level for when we want to play Insta Live, so I'm just gonna go for mana at this point only. Solely agitate the hell out of this snake. Okay. Wow, the heavy infantry. Really, mate? Give me that life back, boy. More of these. Going into the milling things, eh? So that's 3-card mill. Puts us down to 38 cards. Yep. He milled a little bit there. Let's see. Ooh, yes. Sucky. This. Well, no. He can't even block that. So let's give it to these 2. Buff them. Yep. Unable to block the 6 damages that are incoming. And thanks for the life. Easy. Easy. You may have won here, but the child is still gone. You're too late. Are you sure about that? Well, he sent his troops after us, so yeah. Let's continue with the story first. Let's see if it goes anywhere.